Hello and welcome to Athens, Georgia, the classic city and a classic day for college football. The atmosphere absolutely exhilarating as the Georgia Bulldogs set to tee it up at Sanford Stadium to start this season. Today's matchup, a battle in the Peach State, and when you square off against another team that was raised on the red clay, the emotion runs a little deeper. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Georgia's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense. Always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Looking to pass. It's back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Bulldogs are on the move. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bell. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Blasted as he lets it go. That's caught. It's Bell. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Dogs! What a grab and go for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Georgia State's offense will go to work for the first time. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll throw it on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. First down here from the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's dealt. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stance.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. The field goal is no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. Creates a little room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Buys a little extra time. Oh, what a move! And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, Ben. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Here's the chance for the proverbial double dip. Get a score late in the first half and back it up with one early in the second.
Yeah, and it's such a big deal with, I don't know how to quantify it, Jesse Reese, like we've talked about it for years. When you get that momentum on your side, it's so hard to stop it. And they created it right before the first half. Now, big opportunity here for them, Paul.
Yeah, so the defense, David, they've got to nip it in the bud right now, too. And I think they were really upset with...
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Panthers are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Bulldozes him. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Panthers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Georgia State 14, Georgia 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Humphries.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Power football with the run. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's back. Working that left side. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's going to pass. A little screen to the running back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Getting some heat. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, and probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Hauls it in. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Bush. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, bleed the clock.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia State. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, a good fight to the end.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To the air, it's Beck. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Brings up 3rd down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it down the left. Afterburner's coming. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They've got the score, 13 seconds to play, and now they have to recover the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one. He makes a catch. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis. Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Park Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers offense is on the field for the first time today. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Brock. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Now improvising. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
There was a lot of talk coming into this game about what the weather conditions were going to be like, and we asked the coaching staff about it, and they said, look, we've got a guy that we feel can spin it in the rain. He does it in practice. We've seen it in games. That one, though, looked like it got a little bit away from him there on the opening drive here in these tough conditions.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. To the air on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
Tripped up for the tackle.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he left him grabbing. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. At the 45 on his way. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Slips away. Trying to escape and get it himself. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. This offense has a second down play. Let's go. He's looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution to drive by that offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over the Pandas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to pass, it's Howard. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's back to throw on second down. Quick completion on the out route.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. They're trying to get to it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pressure coming. Headed to the end zone. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble. Has another first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quick handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Atlanta.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Now the play fake. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And there is little that will send a home crowd into a frenzy like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Trying to get to him. Can't get him to the ground. And runs through another one. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive and trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Going to try to get it himself. Fighting off the defender. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Panthers! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Howard. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. With the catch, it's Scott. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. Got enough space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Number 88.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
He's going to run it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Escapes trouble. Spins away with great balance. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
It's really hard on the defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole.
Touchdown, Georgia State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Ohio State, 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their...
He's loose down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he puts through the extra point. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They can't stop the clock, and the defense really can't do anything about this, David.
Nah, great spot to be in for the offense. They know just take a knee, no timeouts for the defense, take the clock down to 0.
And they've got to feel good too, David. Hard-fought game. It was a physical contest, but man, getting these W's, that is a sweet, sweet taste.
Looking left. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are, but when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Park Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start.
Set to kick this one away.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So the Georgia State Panthers offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Now, guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need him.
On second down, wants to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They get to him as he throws. He's open on the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock it down to 41. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. They're bringing heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is ready to give them a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Smashes through. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 and coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas's offense will get the ball for the first time. The offense set for a first down play. On the move, it's Baxter. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw at Ewers. Finds his big tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Golding. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Second down coming up.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Offense in an empty set. He'll start this drive firing. Still on his... And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. First and 10 for the offense.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Georgia State now has it in the red zone. Wants to fire on second down. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The offense will quickly use a timeout. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on second down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew it was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing the interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Looking down the middle. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Panther. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He lobs one high down the left side.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends an interception with his quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw it to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
No good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal. Couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 20. 1st down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. Gets away. Trying to make magic with his feet. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
Makes the catch past the sticks. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he got loose. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Georgia State! And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. He's got his man. Stopped after making the catch.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bolden. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Game tackle. And you're going to win this game.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Escapes the sack. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis.